So, you've loaded up FM22 for the first time and you want to pick some saves that can keep you entertained for hours upon hours. Here are my top 6 saves to do on FM22. Hello and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to my first FM22 video. Sorry, it's been a week since launch, but I'm busy working. I apologise for that, but hopefully this one kicks off in a very, very good way. If you are new around here and want to subscribe, we're going to keep our schedule up now for the whole of FM22 to upload videos weekly. I'm going to say 3 times a week from now on there'll be videos, so subscribe if you're new around here. Leave a like and comment, try and hit 1.5k subs as soon as possible, and FM giveaway will be around the corner as well, guys. Hope you guys enjoy, and let's have a look at what saves I recommend. So, you might be thinking, oh Sam, why have you gone for Newcastle? It's going to be another video of generic FM saves. Some of them will be. I can't do an FM save video without picking Newcastle and a couple of other obvious storylines. But there are a few lesser ones later on into videos, so stay tuned for them. But the first one we have to talk about, obviously, is Newcastle. Reason being, they're filthy rich. You've got a 200 million transfer budget, 600k a week wage budget to spend in your first window alone. Financially, have 258 million pounds in the bank. Bit gross, really. Just a bit disgusting. Their squad is, let's say, decent. It's a decent squad. They haven't got many amazing players. The sell is decent. Fabian Schär used to be good. He looks okay. Maybe an improvement there. 29 years old now. Jamal Lewis is a decent player. They've got the Longstaff brothers who are okay. But of course, you've got Callum Wilson up front, who is always a tasty player alongside Sir Maximum there, who is very, very nice. You have to keep hold of him. Maybe build your squad around Sir Maximum. Now, how high can you get in your first season? The goal for that first season is a top half finish. I think the 200 million, it's easily achievable. Could be able to get European football, but top half, definitely doable. English FA Cup reached the quarterfinals and the Carabao Cup quarterfinals. Now, with a 200 million budget, you can build a squad good enough to probably reach all of these targets and exceed in a couple of areas. Maybe get to a cup semi, maybe get top 8 in the Premier League. But definitely a fun, exciting, sort of a save with a lot of freedom to start your FM22 journey on. You don't want to be too challenging your first save, I feel like. A challenging first save can put you off a game for the rest of its cycle. If you're not winning games, not enjoying it, if you get confused, if it's struggling with the systems, then you end up not enjoying the game. Something like a Newcastle with a 200 million pound budget, a lot of freedom, can't really go wrong, can try out players you want, can try out systems you want in the biggest league in the world so you know what's going on around you. I really think Newcastle is a no-brainer unless you hate Newcastle or you want to do another Premier League side, of course. But Newcastle for me is option number 1. Now, sticking with English football, as you guys can see, our second option is Derby County. Now, the main reason for this is the opposite of Newcastle. It's probably the hardest challenge in the game. You're in the toughest league in the world, the Championship, the most competitive. For me, any of these teams could win the league, essentially, in real life. An FM, probably not too similar, but definitely one of the most competitive leagues in the world. A lot of games, a lot of competitions, a lot of back-to-back fixtures within the week. You've got sometimes 3 games a week in the Championship. And you're starting bottom of the league with minus 12 points as Derby County. Now, it's almost the impossible challenge. You're in debt as well as a club. I can't go into their finances, I don't think. I don't think I can see their finances unless I'm part of their backroom staff. But their finances are in ruins. They're in debt, which is why I took the minus points deduction there. They've got some decent players. Obviously, Wayne Rooney's in charge, but he won't be anymore. Their captain is, of course, Tom Lawrence, who is a winger. Probably one of your best players as well, by the looks of things. He's definitely one to keep. Or do you sell some of your best players to maybe try and build that squad back up again? It's up to you. Phil Jagielka is there. Curtis Davis is there. David Marshall is there. The average age of your team looks to be about 65 years old. Sam Baldock, the ex-West Ham striker. He's 32 years old now at Derby County. A lot of old people in this team. I can't see anyone below the age of 30, apart from maybe Ravel Morrison, who's now 28. Obviously was, of course, at Manchester United at the academy level. Then joined West Ham. Was tipped to be a hot prospect. Done well for West Ham, to be fair. When he played for us, done all right. He's moved around all over the world. Italy, England, Mexico, Sweden, Holland. He's now back in the Championship. Can you make him be a good player? Poor leadership, poor determination, but can he carry you to safety? That is your main goal this season for sure. No way you're going to get top half of the minus 12 deduction. If you can, you're a miracle worker. If you win the league, just be given God status for FM. See what you can do with Derby County. Now, hopping back on the slightly generic stage of FM, and we're going abroad to Spain. Of course, only one team can be in Spain. I'm suggesting that is, of course, Barcelona. For reasons we all know, they lost Lionel Messi. They're in debt. In real life, they brought back Dani Alves. I don't think he's in the game, obviously, to buy him. But you could get him on a free transfer. He is still about, but obviously he's not playing for Barcelona. But I reckon you could bring him back if you want to be truly accurate to the save here. To be honest with you, the team is so old and a bit all over the shop. You could win the league. You could win the league. A lot of good young players in this team, which at FM is ideal. In real life, not so much. A lot of injuries though. Coutinho, Usman, Aguero and Fati are all out injured to start the season with. You have a weird team, but the main goal is obviously no Messi, no problems. Could you win the title? Could you win the Copa del Rey? Could you even win the Champions League? Obviously, you're taking out Koeman from the job there. But that's another interesting save to go. Obviously, a massive, massive club in the world. Struggling in real life right now. Kind of behind their rivals Real Madrid. I think Real Madrid will be the main goals. Maybe Atletico Madrid may be another issue as well with you throughout the season. But yeah, see how you do. Can you find the new Messi in your academy? Or will you just crumble into a mid-table side like they possibly could do in real life? So, moving on to our fourth save, and it is, of course, in the French League. We're going around Europe here trying to pick some nice different leagues for you guys to pick out. And we have gone for Marseille. Now, it's not exclusively Marseille. It could be Marseille, Lyon, Lille, Monaco. Basically, what I'm saying is, any half-decent side, except for PSG, and try and topple them within a few seasons. Now, of course, PSG signed Messi. Their team is just stupidly good. This year, though, I think I might give Marseille a go. I've done Monaco before. I've done Marseille a few years ago. I've done a Lyon save. I'm tempted to go with a Marseille save this year. For the reason being, personally, I love Dimitri Payet. He'll retire soon, so I want to have a little bit of fun with him before he retires at 34 years old. But in general, they're very, very nice players. Obviously, Saliba on loan. Coletta Cart is always great. Balerdi's decent. Experienced goalkeeper Mandanda. Another youngster in Kamara. They've got a very, very nice balanced team. And to be honest with you, you could definitely get second place of this Marseille side. I think they're expected to be around top 4. They're currently starting 13th, obviously in the league. Not an issue. No games played. 65,000 stadium capacity. A big, big team in France. Definitely look to topple PSG within the first few seasons. It could be hard. It will be hard. But I definitely think with this Marseille side and the pulling power this club has, especially in Champions League, you could do it within a couple of seasons. Moving across and around Europe once again, and we have gone to RB Leipzig. Now, of course, it's very similar to why I've picked Marseille. You've got the Giants in Bayern Munich. You have Dortmund, who are probably above RB Leipzig by a couple of places this season. A few other teams in Bundesliga are quite competitive as well. Leverkusen are a decent side. Hertha Berlin normally invest in this game with a tycoon takeover and tend to do very, very well. So you're kind of 4th or 5th favourite to do well in this league. They have some very, very nice players. Obviously, last season they sold people like, what's his name? Timo Werner. So you still yet to replace with a world-class striker. Arguable if Timo Werner's world-class, but you know what I mean. But they've got some decent players. Mukiele at right back, Klosterman at the back, Mariba in midfield, Campbell, Szoboszlai has joined them as well, Dani Olmo, and Kunku Forsberg, Andre Silva's up front, Hwang Hee-chan obviously on loan at Wolves, will come back in the future though. You've got a good foundation, obviously owned by Red Bull, a lot of money in this project. You could be able to get them in a few seasons, hopefully, up to constant Champions League places, but you'll have to wait and see with that under your own leadership. Obviously, Jesse March gets kicked out, the American manager. A low capacity of a stadium, actually, really, for a growing... Actually, it's not really low, 45,000. A decent size of Bundesliga. But you've got some decent players there, a nice project to build on, and you have to topple over, of course, Dortmund and Bayern Munich on your way to success. And, of course, our final save suggestion. We can't do one of these without, of course, West Ham United. And this year, there's a reason to play with them. Our first ever season in the Europa League. Small squad. Could be a tough season to manage them. Not the biggest transfer budget. You start with under £10 million in your first season of Europa League. You have to be smart with your money here. But of course, the players you have, I mean, the squad's tiny, but the players you have in your starting 11 are absolutely unbelievable. Areola looks incredible in goal. Ben Johnson, a very, very solid up-and-coming right-back, 21 years old, looks really, really good, but of course you've got Soufal as well. Ogbonna, Kurt Zouma is absolutely broken this year. Look at his physical stats. That's all I have to say when it comes to Kurt Zouma. Thomas Souček is unbelievable. Declan Rice He's just Declan Rice. You all know how good he is by now. You guys have jumped on the bandwagon I've been on for the last 3 years. Thomas Suchek, of course, like I said, Vlasic, Fornals, Lanzini, Bowen, Ben Rama, and of course, our only striker in the club, Mikel Antonio. So what do? Do you prioritise signing a striker? Do you get more centre mids? And of course, the main reason why you have to do a West Ham save this year, you have to do it, is because this man is leaving us come end of season. And this will be the final FM that he's on, most likely. He'll most likely retire at the end of this year. And it says he's leaving on a free transfer, but it will be a retirement. It's almost bringing a tear to my eye. We will never see Mark Noble on FM ever again. And that is why you should 100% do a West Ham save this year. Can you get Europa League success for Mark? Can you give Mark Noble a trophy in his final season? Please say you can. In the comments, let me know if you actually managed to do so. Also, leave a comment of what save you're doing this year, guys. I want to see your save suggestions as well. Like I say, leave a like and enjoy if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you're new around here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you all later.